Awami League freed Bangladesh from the culture of injustice, says Prime Minister, calls for a speedy end to the trial of the arsonists. Hindu community celebrates Mahasaptami today across the country as the second day of the biggest religious festival, Sharadiyo Durga Puja. Any attempt to create violence in the name of political agenda will be tried, warns DMP Commissioner. Israeli force warns of Gaza hospital evacuation or face consequences instead. Bangladesh observing day of mourning for Palestinians. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Mytv English News. I'm Ashikuzzaman with you in the newsroom today. You're watching the headlines. Now the details. Awami League government has freed Bangladesh from the culture of lawlessness, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Besides, Awami League is playing a vital role in continuing the democratic trend of the country. But Ziaur Rahman destroyed the democratic system from the country. The Premier said this in her speech at the Lawyers' Convention at Sohrawardi Uddan in the capital. At this time, she called for the speedy completion of the trial of the arsonists. Earlier, Prime Minister inaugurated the newly constructed 15-story building of the Bangladesh Bar Council.
কাজ করেছে কাজে আমাদের সেটাই লক্ষ্য থাকবে যে কিভাবে
Durga Puja, the biggest religious festival of the Bengali Hindu community, celebrate Mahasaptami today across the country. The second day of the celebration, Mahasaptami Puja, is being celebrated in the morning as Nabopotrika. 9 plants, including a banana tree, are tied together and wrapped in a white sari with red borders, will be bathed in the water of the holy Ganges placed next to the Ganesha. Some Bengalis call it Kolabo, and it is regarded by many as one of the wives of Lord Ganesha. Any attempt to create disorder in the name of political agenda will be strictly suppressed, said DMP Commissioner Habibur Rahman. The DMP Commissioner also issued a media warning against the persons who tries to spread rumors in the society. He said this to reporters while inspecting MRT police activities in Uttara of the capital. Meanwhile, 650 officers of DMP have been engaged in security since the introduction of the MRT project in Dhaka metropolitan area at 21.26 kilometers long 17 stations. Now, Israel-Palestinian issue. The Israeli military has ordered the evacuation of Al-Quds hospital in the Palestinian city of Gaza. The order has been given to the director of the hospital, Bashar Murad. The Israeli forces have warned that otherwise they will have to suffer the consequences. The Israeli army issued this warning amid protests around the world against the bombing of the Al-Ahil Al-Arabi Baptist Hospital in Gaza, which killed 471 people. All departments of Al-Quds hospital are not functioning due to lack of electricity. However, about 12,000 people have been admitted to the hospital, especially whose houses have been destroyed by airstrikes, have taken shelter here. Bangladesh is observing national mourning today for the demise of ordinary citizens due to the barbaric attack of the Israeli forces in the Palestinian Gaza. The cabinet division issued a notification last Thursday announcing a one-day state mourning. According to the notification, the national flag will be at half-mast in all government, semi-government and autonomous institutions and educational institutions of Bangladesh and all government and private buildings and Bangladeshi missions abroad on Saturday. Besides, the flag will be at half-mast at foreign embassies and mission in Bangladesh. Now, the dengue situation across the country. At present, children are the most affected by the new variant of dengue, which is named Den 2 in the country. And due to this type of region, the death rate in the dengue has increased. Such information has emerged in a report at the Pathology and Research Department of Bangladesh Children's Hospital and Institute. Experts say that prevention of dengue requires vigilance by parents and long-term planning by the authorities. If children are infected with dengue, doctors advise to consult a doctor immediately without wasting time. Meanwhile, research by Children's Hospital says that this year 87% of children are infected with new variant Den 2 type of dengue, and the remaining 13% are infected with Den 3. These children are admitted to the hospital with various symptoms including fever, headache and diarrhea. Advocate Shahjahan Mia, Member of Parliament of Patuakhali 1 constituency and former State Minister for Religious Affairs, passed away. He breathed his last at Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib Medical University in the capital around 6 a.m. on Saturday. He was 85. He is survived by his wife, one daughter and 3 sons. Shahjahan Mia was elected Member of Parliament from Patuakhali 1 constituency and a candidate of Awami League in the 1996 28 9th and 2018 11th National Parliament elections on 12 June. In the 9th National Parliament in 2008, he served as the State Minister of Ministry of Religious Affairs. AFM Fakhrul Islam Munshi of Awami League Advisory Council and former Deputy Finance Minister Kumilla Debidar is no more. He died early Saturday morning while undergoing treatment at United Hospital in the capital. He was taken to hospital on life support after suffering a brain stroke on October 9. Fakhrul Islam Munshi, who died at the age of 76, is survived by his wife Rakiba Banu, 2 sons Rakib Mahmud Fakhrul and Razi Muhammad Fakhrul. Fakhrul Islam Munshi, one of the leaders of the 1979 mass uprising, was a former Member of Parliament, former Upazila Chair. We're about to end the headlines once again. Awami League freed Bangladesh from the culture of injustice, says Prime Minister, calls for a speedy end to the trial of the arsonists. Hindu community celebrates Mahasaptami today across the country as the second day of the biggest religious festival, Sharadiyo Durga Puja. Any attempt to create violence in the name of political agenda will be tried, warns DMP Commissioner. Israeli forces warns of Gaza hospital evacuation or face consequences instead. Bangladesh observing day of mourning for Palestinians. And former US President Donald Trump fined $5,000 for disobeying court order. That's all for now. To watch our news online, please visit YouTube/mytvnews. To watch our old programs, please visit YouTube/mytvbangla. Our next news bulletin will be telecast at 7:30 p.m. in Bangla. Stay tuned. Allah Hafiz.